Hey guys, what is up?
Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is having an amazing day because I am as usual. And guys, we have so much to discuss, okay? So a lot of people, are asking the same questions. It's always, when is Shibarium coming out? What price can Bone potentially reach? So obviously we don't have the exact answers, but we can always try and connect some dots, try and speculate a little bit, guess, and base it on previous information. For the question of how far can Bone go, okay, how high up, this one is a very, very interesting one. I actually pulled out a chart, okay, looking at the 1 year chart, because the max one, obviously it's got this massive spike. No, it's not a spike. I mean, it started off very, very high, 15.50, according to CoinGecko chart, and then it just kind of, went down in a matter of days. But I think the 1 year chart is kind of gives us a better perspective. So there was a point, ladies and gentlemen, that Bone was worth about $3.22. Now that is, quite a large number, considering that we haven't seen this number for over half a year, and this sort of number nowadays would make us just a lot of money, okay? Loads of money if you had bought it at 0.3, 0.4. So that's a big, big load of cash. And remember, back in November, 3rd of November, when it went that high up, okay? And obviously it started descending down. But when it was that high up, that kind of gave us a perspective of where Bone could be with no utility. Because it had no utility, and it's pretty much, if it doesn't have this major utility with Shibarium, which now is going to be a complete revolutionizer, okay? It's going to be a massive game changer. It's kind of useless, okay? So the price is just fluctuating up and down, but people don't really understand what is the real use for it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, Shibarium's going to come out. So that's going to create a massive utility for Bone. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Do you think Bone is still going to be lower than 3.22 when it was back then at that price with no utility? Of course not. It's going to go way, way higher than that. So that is a very, very interesting and important point that I need to make for you guys to understand that Bone is no joke at this point. We should really stop looking at at it as a meme coin or as a joke, because it's going to go so high up that the moment we start looking down, we won't even see the bottom anymore. It'd be impossible to see the bottom. And when we start looking down, we might fall off. And if we fall off, it's just going to be too dangerous to fall off. We can only start going up and up and up. It's a bit like a hot air balloon. You can jump off maybe the first few seconds, but you're done. At that point, you're just going up and up and up. And this is what's going to happen with Bone. And imagine, with no utility reaching 3.22, the amount it could reach with a utility, and with way more investors, with exchanges also joining in. That's how crazy it is. So think of it, $3 is the minimum, is the absolute minimum. But we're not expecting, probably no one thinks it's going to be around $3. It's going to be way higher. Yeah, okay, so at least 10 and upwards. So that is a very, very important point that I need to make for you guys to understand that there is just so much potential in this. This is all looking so, so nice, so beautiful, and that we shouldn't be missing out these opportunities. If back then it was going up so high, imagine nowadays. And so much is expected. This ecosystem is really being pumped with a lot of effort, with a lot of enthusiasm, and a lot of promises. So this is just a reminder for you guys, for those of you that are feeling a little bit down, that don't know where Bone could potentially go. I can sort of, more or less speculate on the minimum price, okay? I'm not going to throw out crazy prices like it's going to go up to 100 grand, blah, blah, blah. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have a basis to back it up. But what I can tell you is that this is just a minimum, And that's not even close to where it's going to be. It's going to go way higher up. So take that into account. It was floating very nicely. Look, it was always around that, $1 to $2. Obviously, it was going down, but still, there was a time where it was around $2. Then there was that $1 area. So it was looking all very, very good at the time. But now, this gave us a little, it let the alarms ring a little bit for us to understand that we should have bought it here, around this area. You see? I'm moving the point so you guys can check out the prices. Like 0.4, 0.3. This was a shopping season when I was getting a lot of people, worried about their investments, being sad, and also thinking that'll never go up. I told you guys this was shopping season, the discount season. This is where people, created a lifestyle for themselves. They have increased their wealth, and now, it has already gone above $1. Okay. It's gone above that dollar and already doubled and tripled your investments. And for those that actually invested a lot of money into Bone, well, guys, you've made a ton of money, okay? And I know that you're not going to cash out. You're not going to sell your Bone, okay? You're not going to exchange it because you know the potential it has. This isn't what you were waiting for. You weren't waiting for that $1 or $2. What you're waiting is for Bone to be at least $10, okay? If not $100. So very, very well done on you guys that got in early, or for those that bought a little bit more expensive but still holding, because that is just a little sneak peek of where it's going. But it's going to go way higher, way higher, and all the developers know that as well, and that's why they're also probably loading up on Bone like crazy, and all the other investors as well. So opportunities like this, I've told you many times, don't come along that often. But smart decisions can be made, and they can be made today, this minute, this second. So take the action. Remember, this isn't financial advice. This is for informational purposes. But this is for you to understand that action can be taken at any moment. Can be taken when it's very low. This was a shopping season. When it's very high, and not back then. What I'm saying is when this line starts just completely skyrocketing, that's where action can be taken. If you need to take out some money, if you need to get, your big returns, maybe leave a percentage in there to grow even more. All these smart decisions need to be analyzed and taken. So as usual, make sure you join our Bone community. Guys, there aren't that many YouTube creators out there in regards to Bone. So this is your chance. Subscribe, like, hit that notifications bell, share this video. Be part of the community. Don't be shy. We are growing. We're exchanging so much information. And info is everything. I might produce a video that might completely change your life or completely change your direction. So take that into account. Don't sleep on it. And as usual, if you have any thoughts, please leave them down below in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're doing, or if you have any questions. All this stuff is so important. And just want to say big thank you to everyone. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.